What's going on, everybody? You already know who it is. It's your girl, your big sis, L Vantage. We here with it. We one and done. We listen. I came and we see we gonna conquer. You hear me? Um, Forgive me for being a little tardy tonight. We have some things already on the agenda, but we're here because we need to connect with you and make sure that you're aware of what's going on in the community. Touch base, you know what I mean? Reach out and touch. Ain't nothing wrong with a little reach out and touch. Listen, I need you to do a couple of things for me. First, connect with us, okay? Make sure you go on over to IG and Facebook and click like, follow, and share 609 Stage Left on Instagram and just Stage Left on Facebook and Top Class Radio. Listen, you can take Top Class wherever you go. If you're on 95, 87, or 81, you got your radio and your listening pleasures right in your ear, right with Top Class Radio. What's going on, fam? I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I really wanted to come on tonight and talk about some things that's going down in the community, um, and to get your minds in tune to the things that we need to endeavor in order to push our students and our children to a better, more successful line of work. It could be schoolwork. It could be programs at school, driven at school. It could be anything. We just want to make sure that we have the support that's necessary and people that know, hey, it's important to support, but it's also even better when you know your rights and your policies. That way, when people come out or other people come into your communities, you can let them know what's going on as well. So stay informed, be in the know. So first things first, hey, I want to give a huge shout out to my Pleasantville Greyhound basketball squad, boys and girls. Man, it's been a tough season for the ladies. Really has been a tough season for the ladies, but we're rebuilding the program. So, in rebuilding the program, it's not always that you're going to get, Bron and Steph Curry with the rock right out the back. We're teaching, and our kids are growing, and that's what matters. Also, one shout out to them Greyhound boys, man. They doing their thing. I'm proud of them. Proud of the ladies as well, because that's my squad. You know, it's a glam squad. And our fellas take the court at the Battle by the Bay this weekend. So February 4th, I want y'all all to get up and come on out and support these young fellas and these young ladies coming from abroad, coming from all over the state to play in the Battle by the Bay right here in Lake City High School. I think the first game starts at like 8 or 9. It's going to be a busy weekend. So, with that being said, and I'm working, gotta work. So, with that being said, make sure you come out and support these folks, support the babies, support the teens, because they putting in some work, and we want them to know that the community is behind them 100%. We saw a couple of little hiccups in the beginning, in the middle of the season for AC, and I'm proud of that change. But yeah, y'all gotta stop robbing our babies. For the most part, our young men and women from Atlantic City and Pleasantville, high school kids, they don't get treated fairly. We don't get treated fairly, and it's a shame, because the people that's over the league in the Cal in JSIAA, they actually know what's going on. They choosing not to help us change it, but we got to constantly keep going back and forth, and we got to put these things on the table, and we got to let them know that we're here as a community to support our children, and they work very hard for the goals and accomplishments that they have. So let's not rob them. You know what I mean? Let them get that taste of victory, because they deserve it. They've been working hard for it, and we're proud of them. So that's Battle by the Bay on Sunday on the 4th. And also, we have quite a few things coming up in the community. Hey, I want y'all to realize, and I want you to know, that voting season is upon us, and we need to make sure that everyone is capable of voting. Register. Please register. If you haven't registered to vote, register. Know who your candidates are on this campaign trail. 2024 presidential campaign is going to be a big one. It was important for us to make sure we were out voting last season, but this is going to be big, and we want to make sure we get the right candidates in there. Those who are who understand family life, the role of the mother and the father, and who won't take away from us what we already don't have, right? So, and I say that with a passion. Stop taking away what we don't have, because once we get our hands on it and we know it's there, you don't even give us an opportunity to even warm up. And it's important. It's important that we know our legislative laws, policies, and the things that are being changed right up under our nose, because some of the things that are being changed benefit and or take away from our freedoms, subtle freedoms. So we need to make sure that we know our candidates, know their strongest points, know what they're aiming for, know what they're talking about. If you don't understand the language, go get a dictionary, Google it, and let's discuss this. We got to put it on the table, because those generations that are going to suffer the most are the ones that are here now, the younger generations, and those that are coming after them. um, and we don't want them to feel as though like they're being left alone and no one's out there caring about the things that they need. And that's health wise, laws that are changing health, health care for women and for men and for children. We got to pay attention to these things. So one of the things that struck me as odd, I heard it over CNN. I want to say it was yesterday. I heard it when they're talking about abortion laws and being pro-life. Um, Many people don't consider what women go through. Period. Period. Um, yes, we carry the children. Yes, we bear the children, and a lot of times we're left to raise the children. Sometimes by ourselves. But here's the other thing: we have to begin to hold our men folk and those who are changing the laws before us accountable. So, step one: I know a lot of us out there have gone to get a mammogram, but those things are horrible. And I'm not saying horrible because we don't need it. The machinery is ridiculous, okay? And from what we understand and what we know, males are the curators of such machines. Okay, the newer machine for a mammogram for women, it literally smashes. It smashes women's breasts. It smashes them together, and it's not comfortable at all. So what am I saying? I'm saying we have to look at these things, figure out how we can make those changes into something more feasible, something that's not going to attack or harm our bodies, but that's also going to give us the type of treatment we need and the type of comfortability that should be when you dealing with sensitive body organs and sensitive parts of the body for men and women. Now, when I when I went to get mine, I asked the lady, I said, well, do we have one of these for males and their prostates? And the lady looked at me and said no. I said, well, so why is it okay for a woman to have her body parts smashed together, and being honest with you, those machines are heavy and uncomfortable. So why is it feasible for these types of machines to be made and no one considers the uncomfortability, the pain, and the things that women have to go through? So we have to look at a lot of different angles when we're going into medical and healthcare. We want everybody to benefit from the great parts and the assets of healthcare. A lot of countries have universal healthcare, and it benefits everyone from youngest to oldest, and they're not paying. Most country folks of those entities are not paying 100 to 200,000 to, you know what I'm saying, a year, like a lot of money a year to get seen and be taken care of. Whereas we look stateside, even though we have great doctors, um, we're paying a lot of money for healthcare, a lot of money for healthcare, and sometimes if you have families that are living literally paycheck to paycheck and can't afford such, we're looking at a lot of duress and stress within that family structure to get that kind of health care. So what I'm saying is, I'm saying that we must check every law and our legislation to make sure that the things that are necessary for our families and children are etched in stone and good, not those things that are just thrown out there because, okay, we know you need it, so we'll give you this, but we're going to take away this. And that's what I feel like they're actually doing with women's health care. Oh, we'll give you this type of pill to prevent you from getting pregnant. But if you get raped, you can't go get an abortion. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm just saying. So we definitely have to be on our P's and Q's in that realm. So again, we want to talk about those things that are happening in the community. Battle by the Bay is on Sunday. I'm excited about it because I heard of some great teams coming to play. Not only that, my Pville squad and Atlantic Cities is there. We rock the battle every year, right? So it's going to be a great outcome. Um, we also have the Atlantic City Women's March that's coming up. It's in March. I want to say it's in like the 23rd or something, but don't quote me on that. I will find out the actual date. Could be the 26th, and we will post it for you for the Atlantic City Women's March. It's going to be amazing. Shout out to my big sister, Dr. Nicole P. Lyles Belton, and to Miss Stephanie Dixon, who are co-chairing the Atlantic City Women's March this year. That's a dope situation. I'm just excited all the way around. Also, we also have from the, let's see, it's coming up soon. I can't think of it. I don't have my paper in front of me, but I'm going to post a lot of dates. And when I post them, I want you all to actually share them, save them in your calendar, and definitely look at it. Rites of Passage with Miss Charmaine Gunther Gary is doing a Black History event that's coming up. That is in April. No, actually, I'm sorry. It's in February. So, February 17th, possible. I'm gonna double check those dates as well. But remember, Rites of Passage Black History Show, February, coming up soon, February, for Miss Charmaine Gunther Gary. These kids put in some time. The community really has to come out and show up for these kids. When I tell you they put in time, they make it work. They put in a lot of effort. They make it's a great time and a great event. And I'm really hoping and praying that you all can come out and support Miss Gunther Gary, because when she puts on, she puts on, and it's going to be dope. It's going to be phenomenal, something real wild. So I've been holding on to some great news and some information. Your big sister is writing for a group out of Springfield, Massachusetts, right? I was one of the selected writers for a new anthology coming up, The Queen's Narrative. Listen, heavy as the crown is a theme, and why did I wait and hold on to it and I let it out? March, we're releasing. The release date is in March, and it's going to be phenomenal. So I'm excited about that. And we also have a Black History event that's coming up. It's going to be in the city. I can't think of who's leading that event, but we got, anyway. Black History Month is actually here. Tomorrow is the 1st of February. So I want to see y'all put your patch on your shoulder, wear your heart on your sleeve, and pull up for our people. It's not just uh 29 days of Black history. We're 365 24/7. So we want people to realize we're here. We ain't going nowhere. And yes, Black History Month is a leap year this year. We are in leap year. So, we just gonna take that extra day and party a little harder in the name of our ancestors, our civil rights leaders, and all the historians that have come before us and done some great things. I'm truly, truly excited. I'm also doing some feature work for my students over at the High for Black History Month, and it's gonna be dope. They don't even know. They don't even know. They don't know what it is. It's Miss L's gonna be. They're gonna be in shock. Let's just say that, jaw dropping shock. So again, I really just wanted to inform you all and keep you up to date about some of the things going on in the community. We have some great affairs that are coming up, and we want you all to be a part of it. Um, it is something to be said about the work that's going on in our community, and a lot of people don't speak about it. Um, it's not on the front page. Let me say it that way. So those of us that are community leaders and community liaisons, we put it out there. We share, 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 and we try to make sure that the entire community knows. So just so you know, we are here and we're not going anywhere. Atlantic City Youth Department is doing some big things as well. There are we have there basketball, there's some community work going down. And not only that, if you need to be a part, if you want to be a part and you want to donate, you can contact Christina Noble, you can contact my big cuz um um Miss Judah Dorrington, and we have a lot of people etched out in place to put this work out and to make sure that the community is there and is aware. Miss Judah Dorrington is over the LGBTQIA Pride. And Atlantic City Pride Festival is coming up. So we want you all to be in tune with that. That's coming up. It's going to be big this year. And I know she has some things on the horizon, some big things for that. So, just keep a fine tuned ear to your airwaves and know that there are great people out here who are pushing some major things. NAACP. Listen, Atlantic City's doing some big things in the ACP, Pleasantville Mainland chapter. Freedom Fund is coming up. The Freedom Fund Gala for Atlantic City. I want you to keep a tuned ear to that. And then AXO. If your children are not involved in the NAACP AXO program, get them involved. Get them involved. Right now, the competitions are getting ready to get underway. And what they're doing is they're focusing on each category for each child. Each student gets to pick whatever category they want, up to two to three categories, and they compete, and not just at a local level, at a regional level, and then at a district level, and then at a national level. So keep an eye out for that. The competition gets heavy, and it's great to see so many of these kids come out and do their thing. And this year, AXA will be in Las Vegas. So July, we will be in Las Vegas. I'm so hyped. My little guy, my teenager's in it, and he's doing some big things for us. So y'all keep a fine-tuned ear. If you need to know how to get your kids involved, let me know. I'll put you in contact with the people in charge, Dr. Chavis. I'll put you in contact with Mr. Taylor. These are folks that are active in their respective communities, in our community, and they're pulling and tugging on our children to be great and to do some great things. So, with that being said, y'all, I love y'all. I just needed to come on, see your faces, love on you a little bit, and give you this direct information, because once it hits, it's going to go viral. And you don't want to miss it. And you don't want to miss putting your children in and getting them involved in it, in each of these programs. And guess what? Majority of them are free, with the exceptions of the ones you got to travel to. Majority of these programs are free, and they don't cost you or your children anything. If you want to be a part as a parent, You will have to pay for the room and board if you're going to go to Vegas for the AXO competition, and your own transportation. But for the most part, the children and the teenagers usually get help with the transportation and room and board. So I mean, we went to Boston last year, and it was amazing. We were in Boston, Massachusetts, and it was phenomenal. So many children, so many teens from all over the country. Some from Canada. There was a group from Canada, Albuquerque, Mexico. I think there was a group from Panama. Listen, so you have East Coast, West Coast, North and South, and then countries, also other countries coming in to be a part of AXO and NAACP, countryside in the States. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a dope situation. Other than that, the nine nine gang gang bang bang Niner gang. Listen, they going to the bowl. I'm not a hater, okay? I love the Niners, okay? But I was looking forward to seeing Motor City, Motown up in there, okay? I'm a little disappointed, but nevertheless, the Chiefs and the Niners are going to put it down real Vegas style for us. So I'm looking forward to that. We have some big things. Pro Bowl is this weekend. Y'all already know we setting it in stone, the news out here, and giving you guys all of the things that are going on. But Super Bowl is on the horizon. Kansas City, San Fran. Who's got money on the game? Shh, don't tell nobody. But hey, yo, I'm excited. I know it was a quick one tonight, and we got some artists that are going to be coming up and featuring. Last week we had three young men that came on, Aldrich, Zaire, and Nasir, and they came on here and put it down. I'm very proud of these young men. We talked about how to be godlike in the body, but also as a college student, how do we, uh, uh, mesh those together, and how do we properly go about our daily lives? And these brothers got on there and they talked, they opened up their heart, they spoke their minds. The week prior, we had Sister Takessa Lee, my cousin therapist, my favorite therapist, who also started our own podcast, and it's gonna be big, it's gonna be dope, and she's doing some major things. So y'all check them out. Go back, check out all the podcasts. You never know who you missed or what you may not have or have seen, and so you can catch them all. We're transferring some things. You can catch them all on Stage Left or Top Class Radio on Facebook, or you can go on over to YouTube and you can check out El Vintage Poet L'Oreal Crisp. Stage Left shows are all lined up. We're Top Class Radio for your listening pleasures. And we're going to keep pushing, man. We're going to keep pushing till the wheels fall off this thing. And we got some news, but we're going to wait till we get in studio the next week. And we'll let you all know on that, okay? Because we got somebody dope coming through. And so keep tuning in. Keep following us. Click like, follow, share 609 Stage Left on IG and Top Class Radio on Instagram. And click like, follow, and share on Facebook. Stage Left and Top Class Radio. You can't go wrong when you got either one. We love y'all. We're going to keep it gritty and get up out of here. We love you. Enjoy your night. And we'll be catching up with you all, okay? Peace.